Good morning, neighbors. This is Ina, and I'm currently working on a butterfly garden design for a resident in St. Charles County. She had participated in a basket raffle that was garden inspired, and since we were affiliated with the organization that held it, we offered to visit the winner's garden and then do measurements and check the soil quality and the direction of the sun and all that good stuff. And we told her that, hey, we have this catalog from Missouri Wildflower Nursery. Maybe you might want to flip through it and see what kind of plants you would like for your dream butterfly garden. And said plot is about 10 feet by 3.5 feet. And so we're really excited about this, but at the same time, we have to consider that, hey, there are some plants that would prefer wet feet and those that are would prefer glade conditions. So what Brian does in the beginning is get some measurements and then sort of doodle a general shape of the area, and then he assigns, certain sections with, we want to have the three sister design. It would be like the short ones in the front, then there's a middle height and all that to the tallest ones. So this is a representation of what she would be seeing in a couple of years. And there will be flowers here that will be blooming in the spring, and then most of it in the summer. And then we also want to give fall interest. And so we have here Cliff Goldenrods in the front, downy phlox here, and then alum root, black-eyed Susans, prairie, blazing star, and of course purple coneflower. So we are going to explain to her that all this will not be in bloom at the same time, but we wanted to give you seasonal interest. So we are just showing you what your garden would potentially look like in a year and a half, 2 years, So we want to always manage our clients' expectations, and at the same time, we also suggested them where they could order these plants. And so we try to promote nurseries, greenhouses, and all that are local. And so, yeah, I'm doing this full sun design for her, and you'll see more of it later once I start coloring. So I have colored the leaves and the Cliff Goldenrods here. I'm working on coloring the downy phlox. And I mean, this is just like an impressionist's work. Colors might not be exact and all that. I just wanted to give our client an idea of what her future garden would look like. And always, it's so much better when things are in color, right? I am combining this regular colored pencil with glitter pen. Now, in case you were wondering why Brian suggested the downy phlox over the garden phlox, is that he says that the garden phlox tends to be, sometimes a little bit more aggressive in spreading when it comes to, compared to the downy phlox. And we actually have some downy phlox in bloom this spring. So like I said earlier, all these flowers are not going to be in bloom at the same time because we considered the seasonal interest. And so these, the client should expect to see in bloom in the springtime. All right. All right. And then of course the others would be in the summertime, and there would also be some fall interest and winter interest when the flower heads die back and we just have the foliage. What I like about alum root is that, you know, it stays this way throughout the season, and nice texture. Same thing with the phlox, because even without the flowers, you want to consider the foliage. That nice texture provided by these little, almost needle-like leaves against, let's say, the Cliff Goldenrods. We love the leaf structure of the Cliff Goldenrod because even without the flowers, they're just the way they're arranged, like every other leaf alternating. It's so pretty to look at. So I'm going to continue with my work coloring in the Black-Eyed Susans and then the Prairie Blazing Star and the Coneflowers, and I'll show you the final product later. Okay, here it is. So it's 10 feet by 3.5 feet, and this is a butterfly garden that is full sun and is in well-draining soil. Again, we have alum root, Cliff Goldenrod in the front, followed by the downy phlox in the second row, and behind the downy phlox is Black-Eyed Susan or Missouri Coneflower. On the right of it is Prairie Blazing Star, and then in front of that Prairie Blazing Star is the purple coneflower. Hope you like it.